Hi, I'm Elena from Reclaim Your Body Guide, and in today's video I want to tell you about one thing you can do in order to improve your balance that has nothing to do with balancing. Last Saturday I did my Dynamic Aging Better Balance in 6 Exercises workshop, and we kind of discussed at the workshop how our balance is a whole body phenomenon, it's a whole body thing, and oftentimes it involves things that do not come to mind when you think about balancing. So I don't think we did any single exercise, maybe just one, that involved any form of balancing as you think, when you think about balance. So one of the things that is super important for balance is to have a responsive and reflexive core. What does this exactly mean? A lot of people are aware of the importance of having, let's call it strong core, and in order to be healthy and in order to avoid pain, etc. And so what people do, and what is the general advice, is to do core exercises. Now, doing core exercises for a certain amount of time a day is going to help you to become better at those exercises that you do, but it's not necessarily going to allow you to use your core reflexively. For example, if I had to draw a parallel between using your core and using, let's say, your arm, I'm going to produce a different amount of strength if I want to lift a sheet of paper, or if I want to lift my child, or if I want to lift an apple, or if I want to lift a bag full of something. So my body and my brain reflexively know or kind of expect how much force I need to produce in order to move a certain object. And the core should behave in a similar way. However, because we don't move a lot in general, we don't use our core muscles in many different ways in general, and we sit a lot. So all of these contribute to our core kind of getting a bit confused as to what do we expect from it. And so when you encounter a task that is out of the ordinary or a little bit more challenging, your core can't quite figure out what it needs to do. That's why one very super simple thing you can do in order to improve the reflexiveness of your core, the responsiveness of your core, is to, when you sit, to take your back away from the backrest. So the core muscles are the muscles that run between your ribcage and your pelvis. And if you're resting, if you have support all the time when you sit, as most of us do, your core muscles never have the chance to work, and they kind of lose neural connectivity. So the connection with the brain, the actual fact that you have a core that needs to engage when you do certain things, becomes less and less available to you. And so over time, you lose that core responsiveness. And over time, that's one of the reasons, not the only reason, why people start feeling more unstable or find small challenges to be big challenges, is because the core isn't fully online. So I have several videos that kind of explain what needs to be the alignment of the pelvis in relation to the rib cage in order to give the best chance of the core muscles to fire reflexively. But also you really need to give them a chance to work. And without doing exercises, without setting aside any particular time of the day, just by taking your back away from the backrest every now and then. Of course, at the beginning it may be challenging, and you can find other challenges apart from the actual back, the actual torso. For example, your hamstrings may not be able to support a neutral pelvis, and there are several things that you can work through. But by just starting to spend less time in a supported position, you are going to start waking up those muscles, and then once you start moving, your body will have a better chance in figuring out how to use them. Thank you for watching this video, and let me know how you go.